Good evening, messenger. You convinced us that you were the last messenger. How many other bastard children do you have?
Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. Check this out. The award-winning film 9 Wives, man. Go check it out. The link will be in the description box, man. And thank you in advance, man. We're approaching 2,000 sales and looks pretty good, man. It looks awfully promising. So let's jump into this. I want to talk about this. Eddie Hearn said he's going to bid on the Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter. I think this is great for boxing. As it is to my core, I like open market. I like free enterprise. I like the government get out the way. If you think you can do something as a businessman, go right ahead and do it. And I like the fact that Eddie Hearn is applying pre-purse bid pressure. Obviously, if you've heard my interviews with Bob Arum, he will be annoyed because he says, this is my fighter. You're supposed to mind your own business, basically, But Eddie Hearn wants to get in the market and he's using OPMs, other people's money, aka the zone. So he's having fun. He's willing and dealing. He's having fights in his backyard. All the promotions through the zone goes through him. He has no competition over there to bid on fights, take it to another country. You understand? So he's having fun, man. He's the big fish. Matter of fact, he's the only fish, excuse me. And he loves it. And PBC fighters need to really, really pay attention to this purse bid. And the reason why I say they need to pay attention to this purse bid, because if it goes to purse bid, we have 8 days till it goes to purse bid, till it's scheduled to go to purse bid. We'll know the budget of PBC moving forward, because as you can see, take your emotions away, live in truth. The budget has been slashed by Fox. And what I mean by slashed is you haven't seen a competitive fight on Fox since, a competitive fight on Fox, meaning fighter A makes 7 figures, fighter B makes 7 figures. We haven't seen that in a long time on Fox. And what I believe is Fox is cutting budgets. I think they're cutting budget to squeeze Al Haymon and take on PBC, because that's the law. That's what business do. Not that I have any solid sources, but if I'm feeding you, right? As in they're paying for the fights, they're like, hold up. We don't need Al Haymon to do this boxing thing. How about we squeeze him and squeeze him and squeeze him to the point where he has nothing left and he's going to have to sell it to save face. And we hire Al Haymon. That's the genius move. See here, that's the genius move that Al Haymon and Richard Schaefer did the Golden Boy, and it worked. And it was a great business move for them. They out business moved to them. But when you're eating at someone's table, come in. When you're eating at someone else's table, when you're never eating at home, you have to eat what you have to eat what they feed you. Yes, Lincoln? Okay. And so with that being said, I think that I'm real interested in this purse bid because it's going to tell us a lot about the state of boxing moving forward and will we ever get these fights. Bob Arum is going to come in very low. I've never seen Al Haymon in a purse bid of this magnitude, so I'm excited. I wanted to go to purse bid, and if I'm Sean Porter and Bud Crawford, I wanted to go to purse bid too. You don't want no deal being met. I mean, if Eddie Hearn takes this fight overseas, I think that might be a benefit, you know. I think that fight would do well over there. The American pay-per-views will be what will be what it is, you know, but I don't know what it looks like on the zone in terms of subscriptions because we've never seen them, but I don't know what it does. But regardless of, here's what I do believe, regardless of where the fight is held, it won't truly impact pay-per-views in an astronomical way. So if it goes overseas, I think the same people will buy it in America. It obviously will have an impact because typically the pay-per-views where the city where the fight is held is pretty red. And what I mean by red is pretty intensely bought. So you will lose the home site city in terms of pay-per-view buys. But I think that it wouldn't be bad for branding purposes, you know. They've spent their whole career over here. Obviously, Terrence has fought over there before. And I don't think we've seen Sean fight over there. No, I didn't see that. I don't recall that. I think the furthest he's fought is Brooklyn in comparison to Las Vegas. So it'll be interesting. So I'm interested to hear what they have to say on this. I'm surprised they haven't been bickering back and forth and back, because it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that they're going to fight. So they should start the promotional stuff now, you know, because they really need a head start on it. And it is what it is. So anyways, man, click the link in the description. The award-winning film, we have proof. You guys were with me from day one when this film started. Day one when this film started. And now we're here. What was it, like 7, 8 months ago, 9 months ago? And y'all was like, what are you doing? What are you saying? Well, I was doing my research and I was playing trains and automobiles and stuff all across America, getting this project done. So thank you guys in advance. And we'll see where this takes. So anyways, man, barbershop conversations, click the link below. PBC, pay attention to this purse bid. Really pay attention. Be keen on this purse bid because you're going to know where you stand, especially guys like who's $1 million fighter that's not fighting, like Keith Thurman, Gary Russell, and there are a few others, like maybe Robert Easter is somewhere in that realm, maybe not, I don't know. Jamal Charlo really needs to be keen on this. I think the Charlos will be taking like a Jamal Charlo could be in line for a pay cut because of the opponents at 160, and networks won't pay for it, you know. And he goes both. He goes Fox and Showtime. So who else? Who else would be? Maybe guys like Martin. He's not a 7-figure guy, but I think he's a mid to high 6-figure guy in terms of his fights. Charles Martin is his name. Uh, you know, and there's a host of others, man. But anyways, man, I appreciate you guys. Andy Ruiz is a PBC guy. And we'll see, and we'll see. I'm very interested. I personally hope it goes to purse bid. One, I want to see the business moves and how it plays out. And two, I like free enterprise, you know. And so click the link. 9 Wives, award-winning film. Appreciate y'all. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace, guys.